Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you my updated foundation routine. There are some new products that I've been loving, so yeah, I wanted to show you guys how I'm doing that lately. It's changed quite a bit since the last time I filmed it, so yeah. And this is going to be obviously more full coverage for acne prone skin. So yeah, if you want to learn how I do my foundation routine, just keep watching. I've been loving the Photo Finish Primer Water from Smashbox lately, and I put this on before I go in with my actual primer. I just feel like it helps prep the skin a little bit more, and you can also use this on your face throughout the day like as a little refresher, so like similar to Max Fix Plus type of thing. And it is silicone free, alcohol free, and oil free. So yeah, so I just like to spray this on my face and let that dry. And after I spray the primer water on, I like to go in with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I did use this in my last foundation routine video, but I can't find a primer that I like more than this. This is just the little travel version, but I'm obsessed with this. It really helps your foundation go on super nicely. It also helps neutralize redness too, fill in pores, just really smooths out the skin, and it's just has such a nice texture to it, and you really just need a tiny amount. So yeah, I just apply that. And the foundation I've been obsessed with lately is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick. I really love their liquid version, but this one is just a little bit more full coverage. I think this one is better for like normal to dry skin. If you have super oily skin, I maybe wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, really love this, and since it is an HD foundation, it's going to be more undetectable on the skin. That's always a good thing, and it's super easy to apply too. I literally just like draw it on my face, and this is a pretty good color for me. Again, it's a little bit too dark, but that's pretty typical for me. I'm pretty pasty. So yeah, after I've just applied that all over my face, I'm going to go in with a foundation brush. This is from NYX. It is the 03 brush. And yeah, I just like to start patting it into the skin. I don't want to swipe it around because I want that good coverage, so I just kind of like stamp it on. And you can layer it too, like if there's anywhere you want a bit more coverage, you can just go back in, add a little bit more. I got this problem area over here, so I'm just gonna add a little more, and then go back in and blend. Make sure you blend that into the neck. And once you're happy with that, we can move on to the concealer, which is another Makeup Forever product that I'm obsessed with. This is the Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer, and they recently sent this to me, and it's probably one of my favorite concealers I've ever used. It has great coverage, but again, it's an HD, so it's going to have a lightweight texture, and you're not really going to be able to see it on the skin. And I just love the formula. It's really creamy, easy to blend out. So I just like to apply this under the eye in kind of that V shape, and a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. It is amazing, and it really helps to cover up them eye bags. I got crazy dark circles. And then I just like to apply a little bit to the high points of the face, and you can use a brush for this, but I just like to throw it on with my finger. A little bit on the forehead. And then take your beauty blender and blend it out. Don't mind my extremely like stained beauty blender. It's taken a beating from body painting. This isn't one of the actual beauty blenders. It's one of like the knockoff ones, which I don't recommend because it's not quite as soft, and it's kind of more like a bit of a harder sponge. So I really like the feeling of the original beauty blender a lot more. So just going to dab that on. Sometimes I go way too hard with this beauty blender. I'm like punching myself in the face. And my shade in the concealer is R20, which is the lightest shade, big surprise. And I also take a little bit onto the eyelid as well to help with any discoloration. But yeah, I really like the combination of both of these products. They work so well together. They give great coverage, and I'm just obsessed. So now that we have the foundation and concealer on, we can go in and set with a powder. And for the under eyes, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I love this stuff. It really helps to keep my concealer from creasing. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that onto a little brush. This one's from Furless Cosmetics. It is the BC4 brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and set underneath the eye, so that concealer does not budge throughout the day. I am really prone to creasing with my concealer, but with the HD concealer and setting it with the powder, I usually don't have a problem. Okay, and for the rest of the face, just so we can get a little bit more coverage, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. This one is a little bit too dark for me. This is light 45, but they do have a few shades lighter than this. Yeah, I'm just going to take that over the rest of the face, and it's going to give us a little bit more coverage. And this is quite a matte finish, so I'm just going to take this onto another Furless brush. This is CB4, and I love using this for powder foundation because it is a pretty dense brush. And I'm just going to kind of press that on. Yeah, the reason I don't set the under the eyes with this is just because it's a little bit too dark for me, and I really like the under eyes to have that highlighted look. So now that we're finished with that, we can go in with a little bit of bronzer to warm up this pale face a little bit. And I'm going to be using my favorite bronzer, which is Hoola. I love this because it doesn't look too orange on pale skin. So yeah, it doesn't make me look like a Dorito, and I absolutely love it. And I'm going to be taking this on a Sephora Pro Angled brush number 49. And then I'm just going to start to warm up the face with this, kind of go in the cheekbone area. And I use a really light hand. And then I'm just going to warm up the forehead. And then if you feel like you got a little bit too heavy-handed, just take your foundation brush and kind of just go over it a little bit. And then a little bit at the jawline. Okay, so now that our face is warmed up a little bit, we can go in with a contouring shade. And for me, personally, with my pale skin, I feel like this works really, really well. It is This is the Tranquil Contour color from Sephora collection. It's like a straight up gray, but I promise it looks really amazing on light skin. And I like to use this to contour the cheekbones because this shade is really close to how like a natural shadow would look on the face, on my skin anyways. So I'm just going to go in with a PPF2 brush from Furless Cosmetics. And I'm just going to take that just right under the cheekbone. And that's just going to add a little bit more definition. Okay, and next, a little bit of blush. I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorites, which is Melba Blush from MAC Cosmetics, and this is just a nice matte blush. It's kind of like a peachy pink shade. And I'm going to take this on another Furless brush, BC3. I love, love, love Furless brushes, by the way. If you're looking for a good cruelty-free makeup brush brand, I really recommend this one. And I'm just going to pop this on the apples of the cheeks and blend upwards. I feel like blush makes a world of difference on me since I have like no color in my face. And then blend up. And again, you can always just go over with your foundation brush just to blend that in a little bit more. Okay. And then my favorite part, highlighting. I'm going to be using one of my new favorites. This is from the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. I believe this is number 1. I'm not sure, I'll have it linked below. And yeah, I love to use the highlighting shade from this little duo. It's so freaking gorgeous. And I'm going to use that on a Furless, the same brush we set the under eye powder with. I love using this for highlighting. So I'm just going to take some of that highlighter and just pop that onto the cheekbone. This kind of has like a pinky undertone, and it's so beautiful. I love me an intense, like, metallic-y highlight. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, so nice. So just apply enough until you got enough glow going on for your liking. And then just a little bit on the bridge of the nose. Cupid's bow. Chin. And then I like to take a little bit just above the brow. Oh, I love it. Okay. And then last but not least, I like to set everything with, of course, the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This really helps with the longevity of my makeup. So I'm just gonna give that a spritz. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how I'm doing my complexion routine lately. I feel like I look so weird with just my complexion done and no other makeup going on, but that's okay. Anyways, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, just leave them down in the comments below. If you have any requests also, if there's anything you'd like me to film, leave those down below as well. Follow me on Instagram if you want. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!